Okay. Picking up this front leg, we did a Puna Beach up at the top of the shoulder. We didn't get much because he's all relaxed. So I'm going to pick this leg up now. Hey, Yum Yum. Can I have your leg, please? Yum Yum. What's your cue? Your cue is, well, I don't wanna. There we go. Give me your foot. There you go. Shake, 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 shake. Changing hands. Inside hand grabs the elbow. And I'm going to start rocking his leg using the elbow as my lever. And ask the shoulder to drop. There it goes. Yeah. Okay. Check, check, check. Doing good, aren't you, horse? You're doing good, huh, son? So this is what they should look like when you've gotten to this stage. They should be all jello on you. The problem is the horse likes to pick up a buck. That's your fourth gait. When Manuel puts his leg back, the horse picks up a buck, even at the walk. So I want to see, when I put my leg back on this horse, what is happening. What's my leg? My leg is my arm. I'm putting my leg back on this horse. Oh, you're not going to take out the camera. No, you're not. Mm-mm. Thank you. All I got was he's just politely moving over. I want to work a little bit with the magic point on this side. See if I've got any pectoral issue here. Notice how that got him to straighten his leg out. I don't feel any pectoral issue. So it doesn't seem to be a forward pec issue. Let's see if there's a center or back pec. The pecs come in threes. 1, 2, there is a 3-pack. You got a 6-pack if you put both sides on. I'm just going to come to my rear pecs, put my fingers on them and see if I've got anything. Nothing. He likes it, but he's not telling me it's a problem. He just says it feels good. Don't stop. What seems to be triggering this blink and loving response is not so much my hand on his lower part of his chest, but my hand up at the back of the magic spot. So I'm going to go ahead and think about my back muscles, his back muscles, I have my own, lying as though it had a Western saddle blanket on. And I'm going to go to the two sides of the Western saddle blanket. I'm going to Hapuna Beach. Oh yeah, that's really huge. I am dizzy when I am doing this. And by Hapuna Beach in this case, I mean I'm rocking my hands back and forth with the wave. So as the wave comes in my right hand, I'm putting in a little bit of pressure and releasing simultaneously with the left. And as the wave goes back out, my left hand sinks in as my right hand raises. They love this. And the more you do it, the deeper you're going to feel the horse's energetics in your body. You will learn to feel a tingle. You will learn to feel vibration. And you'll know it's true because the horse's mouth and eyes and breathing tell you it's true. And there's the still point. If you ever have cranial sacral done, ask your practitioner to explain still point. I'll let them do that. I am feeling that there's a big loosening at the magic spot right now. So I'm going to do a circular motion with my hand on the magic spot. It's a slight circular motion. It's a thinking about a circular motion. And this hand, the left hand, is going to go up onto the lumbar at the back of the saddle. How can I tell? Because he's still got his saddle imprints. Usually bucking means it's hard for me to hold my weight and not feel like it hurts when it's that kind of bucking. With my mare on the way home, it's why aren't we home yet? That's a different kind of bucking, yes. She's pretty much over it now at 26. I'm going to keep the circulation going on, circling the magic spot and allowing the Hapuna Beach to go through the entire back muscles. Stay with me, don't leave. Through the back muscles. And you can see I've got this sharp head shaking. And that is really what I'd expect if it's his back deeply involved that's creating the discomfort that sets him up for the buck. Because when the leg comes back, you know the weight is shifting for the rider. And it might be shifting in just a way that triggers him. Presuming it isn't something internal or behavioral. Now, just to see what's going on, I'm coming back to the end of the rib cage where the leg goes. Stay with me, you're not leaving. And I'm going to do what we call accordion, where this hand is compressing down, this hand is compressing up, and I'm sending in Hapuna Beach. Often in this work, you may never figure out why the horse did what he did, but you're really grateful he's no longer doing it after you've done the work. We are noticing that he is wanting to let go on his rear end now. Look at that. Did you see that? Did you see that? I hope you did. Let me move this camera over so you can make sure, because we're getting his rear end released now. We're getting it now. And we're getting it from the abdominal muscles and the back and the lumbar muscles. That's how we're getting the release. When the horse picks up his rear leg like that and does that, I'm so happy. That tells me I'm getting down to the stuff that needs to be gotten to. So again, I am compressing right now. I mean, not hard, but I've got enough pressure on him so that I am engaging with the tissue underneath the fur, often known as the skin. And I'm therefore compressing the myofascia tissue. Okay, I've got a really owie spot, you guys. We found your owie. His owie's right here. That's his owie right there. See that? See that? That's your owie. Look at him. He's going to be releasing his rear end now. We're going to get your owie all fixed, son. Yeah, we are. Get you all fixed up. Get that all released. He says, "Are you sure?" "Yeah, sweetie, I'm sure. It's my job." Now, because he wants to leave, I'm going to hook his lead rope over my arm and maybe even put well, I'm not going to put a loop on it because I do not want to die. And I'm going to go onto the place where we know it's an owie. And I'm going to massage it just a little bit, just to let him know we're safe. Sometimes you go too light and it's more aggressive than going with a little rubby-dubby. And I'm sending the energy from my fingertips up to the sacroiliac, to the place where the lumbar and the butt connect, the sacroiliac. Now, this is not something that was in your recipe book, but you can see what I'm doing here is I know where his issue is. It's right here, right? I know that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my hand where the issue is, and I'm going to use the other hand to ask the question, does it help you if I'm here? Where is it that I can go to support you so you can release that? And you know, it can be a lot of weird places. It isn't necessarily a recipe. This is a big roundhouse. And if he twisted his back in a big way sometime, and God knows how he could do that, he's just a horse, there may be something in there that just needs help. That's good. That's good. I like the wobble and the butt release. What's happening, what's working for him? What's working for him is my hand running up the fascia lata, up to the inside of point 1, up this line, up the fur line. That's what's working. The other hand on the place where we know it's conjuncting, on the lumbar. Oh! That's what's working for him. We know where your issue is, don't we? Yeah. Let him lick and chew and let it go for a second. He's a good boy. So here's our spot. As I put a little more pressure into the muscles as they intersect into the spinal processes off of the lumbar, I'm just doing a little light walkie-walkie with my fingertips up those muscles as they intersect into the spinal processes of the lumbar, seeing what happens, seeing how he likes it. And it feels really tight right there. So let's see what we can do about that. I'm just going to hold it, and then I'm going to come back and do our butt points. Let's do the butt points. Butt point 1. Butt point 2. He is spasming underneath butt point 1, and he's spasming on the head side of it into the abdominals. Big spasming, huge spasming right there. This is spasming with each breath. I did find it, didn't I, honey bear? So in general, if you find a spasm, then you have an answer to your question, where's the problem? I guess that's kind of obvious, but sometimes we don't think so. There now. I'm going to come down from the sacrum across the gluteus complex, dragging my fingers with a little bit of pressure, asking the question, where's the issues? The answer is everywhere, thank you, Mom. There. You know, anything I do right now with this horse, so long as it involves a release of these lumbar abdominal complex as it goes into the rear end, anything I do involving that, he loves. So for you, the moral of the story is, when the horse tells you this is the key issue place, you stay with it, and then you start finding out where else you can go that helps the key issue release. You may recall that I had a circle here for the key issue a few minutes ago. Then I found another key issue here, so now let's get the two of those together and see what we can get done. I am passing Hapuna Beach through my hands. I'm allowing the pressure to rock back and forth with that passing. There we go. And that seemed to have done quite a lot. Cool, huh? Hey, we've got the problem. I don't know what Manuel's going to do training-wise to address it, but we know where the weakness is and what the issue is.
Right, she needs a new horse.
This horse had, if I were to draw spots for where the key issues are, I'll do it on this side, because I haven't worked this side yet. Oh. Right here, right where these lumbar muscles are, and then coming down to here, so it's in this band of the abdomen going up through the back, and literally spasming.
Yeah?
Yeah, literally spasming on the other side. This side not yet. Well, I don't know. I haven't worked this side yet. But it was right here. Yeah, so it may have ulcers, but ulcers don't cause this.
No.
This is something, he twisted his back somehow and never got it fixed up. Or he's got arthritis in there that's creating this, or whatever.
Because I felt riding the first day in the sole, on the right side around the hip, stifle, I felt something. The only thing is, again, I put that in suspension in the air because it's very drafty in the high legs. So I thought maybe because I'm not used to that anymore, I didn't ride the draft horse in a long time.
Yeah.
I didn't train a draft horse, so I said maybe it's because I'm not used to that anymore, so let's wait a little bit and then...
No, it's got, I mean, that may be true, but he has a dysfunction back there. He let go of an awful lot and the spasm quit. And it's not on this side. It's just totally different. When I got into it and I finally got the area to release, he was doing this. To release himself and flex his back out and get himself all stretched. He really likes it. But you could see it. Okay, so here, this is creating the head shake. This connection was creating the head shake. My first suspicion was spasms in the longissimus, because I got so much release out of here, but that would just be, my back is, I work. But this was a dysfunction. That was a big dysfunction. It may be gone now. Let's see what we get. We're about to get something here. See that? That's my pressure on the lumbar creating that. There. Oh yeah, he just gave. I'm going to keep that there, and I'm going to see what I get here. So I think we're going to get. I think you're going to get this fixed.
Okay, good.
I think we're going to get this fixed.
Good.
Huge amount of structural tension out of his neck, which is not unusual. Let's see.
Yeah, this guy, his neck is too short. And it's only very lately that he did lower the nose, you know, in his riding. Before that, he was nose up.
He had a pretty good spasm between C1 and C2, so that might have made it harder for him to lower his nose. You know, he's got a lot of spasms.
All right, I'll let you do your magic.
Okay.
I need to pack. I'm going to New Mexico tomorrow morning.
Oh, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Have a good clinic.
Thank you. Super cold there.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's 28 in the morning.
You
It's
can-
45 on Sunday, the highest.
You going to be in Rio Rancho or someplace?
I'm at Cherry Tree Farm, just there in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
It's like 15 minutes from the airport. So, yeah.
Places I've thought of moving that I'm not going to move to.
Oh no.
I think I stay. I'm just stay right here.
Only California will beat Arizona, and it's too expensive, and there's too many people, and they are crazy. So we are good here.
In California is horrible.
It's very nice. It's the perfect place, but almost. But yeah, there's too many people. So expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, though this is great. And people can come to you from all over. What the hell? And then they can stay in Scottsdale resorts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got it. This is perfect.
I will see you on Monday.
Okay, have a great clinic.